What drives someone to set themselves on fire like Max Azzarello did outside Trump's hearing? Max had a manifesto-style document warning of an impending apocalyptic fascist world coup. He recently started posting heavy conspiracy theories online. Now at first this just seems like a wild conspiracist who fell off the rails, but looking into it, I realized that people close to him describe it more like a story of grief. An event that actually began with the loss of his mother almost exactly 2 years before he lit himself on fire. Now, if you or you know anyone that's grieving, I recommend watching this because, see, there's really one thing that drives people beyond everything else. It's meaning. And there's nothing your brain looks to do more after an immense loss than scramble in its own chaos to find meaning. Now, when I say chaos, I mean the effect grief has on parts of you that you yourself have less control over than you care to admit, from your endocrine system and hormonal systems that influence the hormones that regulate your mood, appetite and sleep, and eventually cognition, perception, and decision making. Even if you consider yourself quite emotionally stable like Max was described as being before his mother's death, grief can be so stealthy that it's kind of hard to predict how your body will react to it, and in a lot of cases it grabs hold of you in ways you don't even realize, and some people will never realize. On the outside, it just looks like you're dealing with a loss, but on the inside, your brain and body in this hyper-vigilant state is drawing patterns in the world and filling things in by finding meaning, and it does this a lot of the time subconsciously. The problem is, whenever you look hard enough to find anything, you eventually find it. Nietzsche said that. And Max's brain latched onto one of the most common attractants for people in chaotic internal states: conspiracy. And I think this problem is at least partly due to our illusion of agency, meaning we believe too strongly that we have free will and our ability to power through things that we tend not to put in safeguards to be sure we actually do make it through. And look, maybe you can just wing it through grief with your free will, but let's at least just consider 3 things that are essential to it while you're here. Number 1, positive and stable relationships. Now, even if it's a chore or pointless, you just gotta be around stable people that care for you, and if there's little of that, get a referral from a GP and get yourself a therapist. Just do it. Therapy works better when it's preventative anyway. Number 2, positive and stable routine. Get your fundamentals in order. Move your body, get your sleep, get a good diet. Sleep, body, diet, sleep, body, diet. And number 3, what people underestimate the most is a positive and stable consumption of media. Now, you might be noticing a pattern here with the positive and stable. See, your body is great. You can eventually march through chaos and reach a solid equilibrium again, but you have to ensure there is a stable bridge to get you over to the other side. Pessimistic media, passionate ideology feed off vulnerable people. The last thing you need is to be reminded how chaotic and unpredictable the world is. Keep things stable if that also means restricting how you use social media. So yeah, do you know someone that's going through it?